Hallo, hallo, jalapeno. Hoe are you going now? Ruan, hoe gaan het, meneer?
How's it, bro?
Die Afrikaans praat hier zo.
Ja, dis wat ons in die agtergrond doen, so. Ja, no, how you doing, bro?
Good, thanks on yourself, my boy.
Good, man.
Sorry, guys. Welcome to everybody watch Chatbox Season 2, Episode 7. I was rushed a little bit. I'm a little bit late, so I might be off topic a bit. So, welcome on this cold front in South Africa, South Africa. Joining me is my co-host, Eleanor teammate, racing brother, Mr. AM Racing, Ruan from Revolt's also producer and director. How are you?
Good, man. Eleanor's over now, Dean. You screwed it up in the last lap. Now we couldn't get at least third. So.
Hey. Baileys, Shoaib, it's fine, bros. It's finals. I don't think we were supposed to be there. We were there by some chance, so all's fair in love and war. But next time, Berries, if you want to be a gentleman to wait for somebody else, don't break in front of me on the straight to give him space. Wait till I pass you. No love lost, bro. That's awesome, guys. So let me quickly run through the program for you guys. So it's going to be the GDSSA pools and standings. We'll have our daily race A results for last week. Yes, I remember them today. Daily B and C. Then we'll do some FIA. We're not going to have a nations lap because everybody can drive an oval track. Just go fast, go right. Go fast, go right. Go fast, go right. Go fast, go right. The whole time until the race is done. And then we will go to the Eleanor video intro, and we're going to have an interview with one of the founders or co-founders. Sean, one of the founders, right?
He's on mute, Dean.
Okay, he's on mute, unfortunately. So he's one of the founders of... co-founding. There we go. I don't want to drop people in the soup and look like a rookie, but I already did because he was on mute and I didn't know that. Okay, then we're going to have an awesome interview with him, talk about the Eleanor season, which is a separate league from GDSSA. It's a different dynamic, so it's not coefficients to it or a competitive league. It's a different type of league, team versus team, but we'll get more into that later. Then we're going to go to some moments of the week. Actually, Ruan, my co-host, is featured in there. We're going to have a Chatbox Cup intro video. Then we're going to have the Chatbox Cup race from 8 until 9. Remember, this is a cash prize event. This is the first season. It's the third race, which is the last pool race of Pool B. Then next week, we'll do the semifinals, and the week after that, the finals, and some cash money will be distributed. If you guys want to find out how to join that next time, please send me a WhatsApp or drop the comments below. And then also, guys, if you have any questions regarding Eleanor, any questions for Sharks, Mr. Sean Buck, please write them in the comments below and we will get to them. Awesome stuff, Run. Let's do this.
Cool. So, starting on the latest standings for and pools for GDSSA. Surprising.
You say that so nicely. Just say it again.
The pools and standings for GDSSA.
GDSSA.
Yeah. I think the big surprise there is our teammate, old Fluffy Butt, just didn't pull it through in the race on Thursday. But yeah, pools still look strong. I'm happy I managed to stay in pool 1 after that horrid race with the GTR in the rain. So anyone thinking about driving the GTR on Spa in heavy wet rain, just don't even pitch. It's
change menu, delete the application.
You'll save yourself a lot of grey hair. That's for sure. But yeah, if we quickly look at the points, Old Pace demolished us in that race on Thursday. I don't know. I don't think anyone got close to him. He was just on fire, man. But yeah, he's leading.
Well done to you, PC.
Leading the manufacturer's side of GDSSA, and that top 10 hasn't changed much since last week. I think it looks like June Ali came up just a little bit, and yeah, Travis looks like he dropped a bit, but Werner is still in the top 10. So yeah, the top 10 looks still pretty much the same.
Yeah, just a quick one, guys. If you can, just have a look at that. Everybody, have a look. If you see your names and PSNs, if you want them to update, please just send us a message. We can speak to administration or the admin, the bosses of the league. Like Travis, number 11 is DMR Travis. We need to get the representation up there. JWO Pace, awesome. Yeah, I think with Not Stinky being gone and with Fluffy having that one bad race, all the challenging up top with Mr. Pace is now going to be a lonesome race. But let's hope for the finals to be one amazing get together again like last season.
100%. And I think that's perfect time for us to see how terrible DeanoCantino has done in the last week. As Stefan Wessel's donkey just said in the chat, yeah, you just had a horrible week, didn't you?
Bro, I had an absolutely horrible week. I'll quickly take a minute to just explain to everybody what the... Does this thing bleep out my swear words? Fuck, beep happened. I know, I think it's too late. Okay, so guys, everything started on Thursday with the GDSSA race. Number one, I went into the race, my throttle gave me some issues. So I was driving on 5% throttle the whole time. I couldn't brake, I had to brake 20 meters earlier anyway. Lost a stupid amount of time, and then on the last lap, I was supposed to do 6.6 and pit on the last lap for hard. I went into the pits, I clicked on mediums. Exited the pits, waited 7 seconds, 6 seconds, let 2-3 people pass me, finish the race. No one knew, but old Mr. Honorable DeanoCantino immediately after the race said, listen here, I did a mistake, I made a mistake. And I got smashed with a 1 second penalty, so I lost from second place. I lost all the way to Pool 2. I came in dead last, so...
But,
yeah.
but let's be honest, you have a history of screwing up pit
I
stops.
have a very big history with screwing up pit stops. So to continue on that, so obviously these races are based on the Saturday's race. I get to Saturday's race and do the same strat, 6.61. I go to lap 12, I was supposed to pop in. And as soon as I passed the pits, heading to the last lap, I realized I didn't go in pits. I win the race by 17 seconds. And I get slapped with a 1 minute penalty. I go from first all the way to last place, 15th. So, yeah, not a good week. And then, what else was there? The Ford race, had my settings wrong. Couldn't qualify, was 20 seconds a lap slower. Missed out on the finals on that. And then, Eleanor's finals yesterday, I got brake checked by Berries, and then my own lovely teammate at the end thought we were going to go side by side for some fun. Didn't end so well for me. I went from 5th place all the way to last place. So it was an exciting week, brother, I must admit. Kudos, very good.
Yeah, well, at least you got it all out in 1 week. All your bad races.
Absolutely horrible. Yeah, so for everyone who did well in the races, I'm coming for you. But awesome stuff to Mr. Sunburn Donkey 1810, leading the pack by far. Then we're gonna have an awesome battle between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. I'm currently in 5th place, but I am in Pool 2 for next week, so I will not even be able to make more than 13th place Pool 1 points. So that's gonna be very difficult to get back. Mr. Mikhail and Serious Sam, we're gonna have an awesome race next week. So yeah, quickly top 10. Sunburnt Leap with 1762, Pro with 1762, Serious Sam with 1760, Cantino, myself with 1756, Mikhail with 1746, and Solon Assassin with 1740, Yastil with 1722, DMRTS and JDJ 1720. Had some 1 or 2 bad races, 180 and then 1 good race, so he needs to get back up there. And then Henny Bears with 1706. I think it's going to be very interesting come next week. And in the final race, it's going to be the Red Bull 2019 competition, so the fastest race car in the game. It's going to be super fun.
Sunburnt is giving you guys a hiding at 1810 points.
He is.
She's like, alright.
Would have been a close race. I might have been up there. But unfortunately for me to start in Pool 2 the season, because of my immunity that was lost a massive amount of points, so I was doing good until my pit stop issue again. So let's see what happens. Let's make it to the finals. That's the goal. Let's go.
Yeah, and if anyone knows any sim YouTubers or anyone that gives training in pit stops, please let me know.
Please sign me up.
We'll get Dino. we'll get Dino some practice.
Oh, that's awesome stuff. Okay, guys, so the fastest lap for last week. Ruan, you want to do the menu? I'll do the nations.
Yeah, so Pool 1 Pace, Pool 2 Popgeser, Pool 3 Popcorn, Ghost Killer Max, Faststone, LBN, no, I don't know who that is, R David, Apex Strider, Mojo Racer, with a 246 something apparently.
6 something. I love it when they type that. Then we've got the nation side Sunbadunk with a 207.991. And this is also the race that he dominated yesterday in the finals. We should have actually had the Eleanor results here and do that. But I think from next season, we can also include the Eleanor results. So we can run through both. They have both communities involved. Gunner BG 209 901 and then DMR Racing Snakey 209 584. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to next week's races. So, well done to everybody who's in the top 10s who made it there. I believe there are 2 races left, race 8 and race 9. So if you guys want to really jump onto the points or you want to be featured here, etc. Also, if you do any races during the week, please make sure you send a moment of the week replay to us. Awesome, guys. So we're going to run to the daily race results for last week, standings, etc. So what we did last week is some interesting times that was happening here. Let me just open it up on my side and we can run it through. So on our side, we've got Leap 33 with 58.176. Serious Sam with a 58.2, Fluckfark with a 58.4, Performance, well done my brother, with a 58.4, Ghost Killer always up there with a 58.4, Popsa 58.4, Bommy with a Crazy 8 team, 58.5, Eleanor and Charlie, awesome guy as well, 58.5, Dynamic Gene, or John, I'm not too sure, 58.5, and then Crazy 8s, so 2 Crazy 8s featuring in this top 10 with a 58.608, so let's see how far they were from the top 10 with 58.1.
Close.
It was very, very close indeed. In fact, 57.861 is only 0.3 difference, so about a 0.6 difference in a top or 1 minute 30 trip. So very well done there to the gents. So off to daily race B for last week. We have S&P 3 Pro at the top. So this was a one-make race around Nürburgring. 8 minutes and 72 seconds, or 0.72, 0.72. Mikhail with 8 minutes 4. Mesh with 8.10, Spedix with 8.13, Sprinkler once again 8.15, and then Crazy 8s, another Crazy 8s member, Stixo 8.17, TRQ Ultima 8.18, Robin Dobbin 8.24, and then again Charlie, well done, with 8.24, and then we've got 2 Kalahari Boys racing guys, Joggy Yaya and Frakfarki, there we go, 8.27 and 8.30. That's awesome stuff, man. Really appreciate it. See the guys in the other teams trying to push up the results there. Let's see how far they were from the top 10. I think on a track like this should be about 10-12 seconds, which is quite fast still. So the guys ranging from 750 to 753, the usual guys. Stelios to 07. We've got Twitch Josetti, who's PR1 Josetti, and the other, but I think he changed his name, so that was quite awesome.
I didn't even want to attempt this daily race with that Porsche.
Extremely, yeah. I think it was deadly. I don't even like the track myself anyway, so. Okay, so this was Daily Race C, Daily Track, Dragoncale Gardens 2. This was very, very interesting. Some of the faster guys were here. We've got Talk 23, which is also Uche Jr. He, in fact, I believe is an African. I think it's a Nigerian. I'm not too sure. With an SA account or vice versa. So 136.8. HP Bootfighter, which is Eleanor Burr Blixen and Mini Blixen. Now he's HP Bootfighter. I think maybe he's got a personality disorder. I think this is his 3rd or 4th name change. So definitely going to question you, brother. Awesome time again. Dragon Trail 137.3. Then Chiksu, it's not Stinky's 2nd profile, 137.4. Tug of War, 137.6. Ghost Killer again in the top 10, 37.6. We've got Richard Ferrari, not Stinky, 37.9, 37.8. And then we've got KBR Hollywood, another Kalahari Boys in the top 10. RCZ with a 138.2. Awesome stuff to see these guys in the top 10. They weren't too far off the top 10, in fact. I think they were only off by 0.7. Very, very, very close racing. So keep it up, guys. Let's see this week's results jump in and pour in. So that was awesome stuff, and what we're going to do now is we're going to do the lap guide for manufacturer's introduction. This was done by Mr. Pace, pre-recorded to make it a little bit more...
Let's first
the FIA point. Sorry, yeah. I apologize for that. So if you want to do to the menu run, this is your baby, you're in here. Maybe you can just run us through.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, not Stinky, still right up there, even though he hasn't done any races in quite a while with 1759. So I'm not even sure how many points are counting at the moment or how many rounds are counting. 7 rounds, okay. So I'm sure he's done more than 7 rounds, so he's getting some good points there. And then, of course, KLM Pace, Pacey doing really well at 1727. I wonder where he is for Citroen. Should be quite high up there. And then Talks again. Dino, geez, like you're still pulling in some points there, and you're still doing menu races. Nice, man. With 1478.
Thank you.
And then yeah, GTP, also part of our team Datsun, 1233. Popgesig 1217. GDRSA, also part of us team Datsun, 1217. Also hasn't done races in a while. And then JOO Pace as well, part of team Datsun, 1175, and then myself at 1149. Also just haven't done much races. And then yeah, lastly Sprinkler, who's always on the top boards.
Leaderboards, yeah.
With 1133 for Ford.
Sprinkles, awesome stuff, man. I believe that he's now part of the GTA All Stars team. GTA Sprinkler. It's going to be very interesting to see this. Very interesting indeed.
100%.
But we'll get to that with Mr. Sharks a bit later, what his thoughts are on that is. Okay, so guys, with the nations, for obvious reasons, we've got Mr. Donkey on top with 1803. He had an awesome freaking race the last time, just missing the first 300 mark for an SA driver. I don't believe there was a 300 mark ever reached by an SA driver yet. Well, maybe before my time, but not recently at all. He's also on about 64,000 DR at the moment, so he's heading to the end of third split, going to second split in the EMEA region. EMEA region. So well done to you, Donkey. Keep up the good work there. And I also believe he's in top 100 nations driver in the EMEA region. So that's probably out of about, I think, 70 or 80,000 people. He's in the top 100. Absolutely fantastic done by him. Then we've got Mr. Leap 33 Zeta also doing the nations from the first round. So he's got a good 7 rounds in at 1361. You've got myself, DeanoCantino at 1355. Unfortunately, I only joined the nations a little bit later, so let us hope it will be up higher there. But Leapy, I'm coming for you, my bro. And we've got Serious Sam, also just the last 3 races, a little bit unlucky. 88, 123, and 133. Had a good run in round 21, 22, and 33 with 177, 199, and 204. With 1333. Well done, my brother. Then we've got Mikhail shortly on his heels with 1311. Then, hey, DMR Travis, well done, buds. He's coming there with 1199. Yes, Steel we've got with 1141, SB3 Pro with 1121. Popgesig, but he's England, so it must be Pat Gazeg with 1099. And then again, this guy is like Rocky Balboa, just doesn't go down. Sprinkles 1023. Awesome stuff to see this, guys. It's really been helpful for GDSSA to be a part of FI linked races, so yeah, we are definitely seeing the fruits of this. Awesome stuff. And then again, Donkeys, Mr. Stefan, you're a champ, brother. Just keep pushing up there. If anybody's going to get us noticed, it's definitely going to be you, and then Polyphony and Sony definitely going to have to start getting us up there. So thanks so much for keeping the name up.
Yeah, so yeah, looking at the next FIA race is Group 3 around Red Bull Ring. So this is probably one that I should do, because I'm with Nissan, so we'll see. But yeah, we have a lap guide from Pace on this as well, so we'll see how we need to do this with Group 3. And then yeah, for Nations, yeah, special stage Route X. Yeah, we don't have a lap guide for this this week, because if you can't drive straight, then no lap guide's going to help. Right? Cool, so looking at the lap guide tonight is presented again by Pace. He always does our brilliant lap guides for us. In his Citroen in Group 3 on the Red Bull Ring. So what we're going to do is quickly go through his lap guide, and yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to this lap guide for the manufacturer's race around the Red Bull Ring this coming Wednesday. So it's a Group 3 race around the Red Bull Ring. All tires, hards, mediums and softs are allowed, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think it will be quite key to practice strategy for this one, and as well as just making sure that obviously you don't spin, because the Red Bull Ring has a good likelihood especially to spin. So, first corner, I'm in my Citroen GR3 as you can see, and this is the start of the lap. So the first corner, you brake on the 100-meter mark. So on the 100-meter mark is generally where I brake. You can see that I'm slightly over onto the curve here so that I basically maximize my entry into turn 1. What I want to do is I want to just about clip the yellow sausage curve on the entry on turn 1. So as you can see, I'm pointing the car towards that sausage curve, and as I exit, just about stay on or on the inside of the exit yellow sausage curve. You can see that I go a little bit over it, so don't go too far over as you will get a 1-second penalty, but nonetheless, if you can keep as close to it or on the inside of it, should better your lap time quite nicely. Accelerating all the way out. I like to keep myself tight along the curves. It's kind of like maximizing the track. So again, turn 2 or turn 3 in this case, again I try and brake, if not at the 100-meter board, I brake just before the 100-meter board. So as you can see, braking, this one's quite weird because you really want to try and get as close to the curve as you can, but at the same time you want to be able to point your car straight outwards so that when you're coming out of the corner, so that you can get on the accelerator as quickly as possible. So you can see my right tire is getting as close as possible to that inside curve, and then if you watch my braking, you see my braking, that red line that's braking is all ABS. It's not even my foot, because generally when I press on the brake, the white mark would show. So already I'm letting off the brake so that the car rolls into turn 3, sorry, and then as I exit, accelerating as quickly as I can. Then again, I like to take the shortest route, so I really hug the curves on the straight or the outer curve on the straight. Turn 4, I'm going to brake again just before the 100-meter board. And what's key with this downhill right-hander is that, especially on the soft tires, you want to keep your speed, keep your momentum going around. So you'll see that with my brake pedal and my accelerator, I'm kind of like trying to make sure that the car rolls around and not brake too much so I'm losing too much speed. So you see there, rolled. I did cut the curve a bit. It's advisable if you don't do it, but if you can and your car can handle it, then do it, and then use the exit curve as your point of reference as you make your way to the next corner. So that was turn 4. Turn 5, I like to brake. If you look at the 50 board, just before the 50 board, you can see there's a shadow of the 50 board on the track on the right hand side. That's where I brake. Just for this car, that's where I brake. Usually in a group 4, I'd brake on the 50 board, but in this car, I brake just before the 50 board. And again, you want to try and glide your car around turn number 5. So braking there, gliding the car. I like to use the tire marks on the road on the inside here as a point of reference in terms of turning. So gliding the car around, nice and carefully accelerating my way out onto the exit curve. I like to use the exit curve as well, as I'm maximizing my turn into turn number 6. Turn 6, I brake just after I end the exit curve and turn in to ride this curve. And I find that some guys do this one a little bit different, but you'll see what I do does put me in a bit of a predicament when it comes to turn 7, because I generally get a second penalty from this. But if you can maximize this corner as best to your ability, then definitely do so. So turn 7, as I exit, you can see that my car is almost on or off the white lines, and generally this is where I would get a second penalty, so just be careful of that. But at the same time, I'm trying to make sure that the car is pointing straight and then accelerating out so that I come to turn 8 and 9. So turn 8, I brake after the 100, around about 75 or 50, I dropped down a gear into 4th or 3rd gear. In your 6th gear cars, that would be 3rd gear, definitely. Just so that I can ride this curve, accelerating out onto the embankment on the left. Again, don't go over the white lines. Again, a 2nd penalty. And then, last but not least, again, I drop down into 3rd, sometimes 2nd in your 6 gear cars, that would be 2nd gear, and I look to cut that sausage curve. But you don't want your right tire to go to the right of the sausage curve on the inside corner there. Rather just cut it very finely. You can see as my car's going in, it's just about, if you look at the tire mark, that's exactly where I'm pointing to turn this corner. So cut the sausage curve, exit nice and wide, and then you come to the end of the lap. And in this lap, I believe I did a 128 something. Okay, so we'll just take a full view of the replay so you guys can have a look. Braking on the 100, trying to get on the power as early as I can, maximizing the track, shortening its distance. Again here, braking on the 100, I'm trying to roll the car into the corner. Get on the power there as early as you can, straightening the car as early as you can. Again, maximizing the circuit. Nice entry there, rolling it out. Braking on the shadow of the 50. Rolling the car, accelerate when you can. Feel the car wants to accelerate. Don't run too wide there like I did. Braking on the 75. Aiming the sausage curve. That's a lap of the Nürburgring, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Looking forward to see you guys doing some top times. I know this is quite a favorite track for a lot of guys. In terms of cars, if you're in a GTR, definitely you're gonna do really well at this track. Just watch your tire wear. And Porsches, the Mercedes, if you're in Mercedes, definitely go ahead and enjoy the track, guys. Good luck.
Alright guys, so there we go. Perfect stuff. I hope you enjoyed that video by Mr. Pace. Mr. Coolan, thanks a lot my brother. Very detailed one with the Ford Mustang GR3 around Red Bull Ring. So what we're going to do next is we're going to have an interview with Mr. Sharks, Eleanor Sharks, Sean Buck. Awesome stuff. Nice to have you, my brother. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, boys. Shocker surprise. Didn't book it in my diary. My bad.
It happens, man. It happens. You're so busy with all your organizations and your community you have to run by yourself. But yeah, slap on the wrist will be okay. I've had a slap on the wrist from you, so I'm just returning the favor. I did mention it to you a week in advance, so should have made a note. But I understand we're not important enough here yet, man. Looks like we'll have to win a season, or if our second season we might be more popular, you might remember.
It's definitely not that. That I can assure you.
Alright, guys.
Too many things on my plate.
Awesome stuff, guys. So let's get into the questions from Mr. Sharks. Please, if you have any questions regarding LNR, which is a different type of league running on Sunday evenings, I will get to the details now. Please ask your questions on the comments below. Mr. Ruan will ask them shortly. And yeah, Mr. Sean, so just quick and brief ones for the first two questions. When did you start getting involved in sim racing or GT Sport per se?
2017, I think. I think it was on the launch year for GT Sport. I got onto it by picking up my PlayStation, which had a significant amount of dust on it. Took the controller, bought the game. My wife wasn't in country. In the month of November, played GT Sport, met a few guys online, which was keen and interesting. And if I remember correctly, I think Armani was one of them I met first. So Armani Qantas, Renskottel, those boys, they were the first boys I met online. Went on holiday in December, came back to home in January, bought my rig, got hooked, and it kicked off from there.
Awesome stuff, and you've been going ever since, right? I believe you do other communities or racing games as well?
I do. I've been predominantly involved with GT Sport mostly. Got a bit of project cars into it as well. That didn't intrigue me as much as what GT Sport did. I've now slowly moved away from console gaming. I'm now into more PC racing because Assetto Corsa is the big thing. And I also did a couple of iRacing things. So PC racing or PC simulations is where my mindset is at the moment. Even though the LNR community is predominantly console, I'm not going to move that into PC. I'm doing that just for me.
All right, something a little for yourself. You know, everybody has to do that in their own ways. I think that's awesome stuff. Like I said, between PC console, there's different types, you know, different strokes for different folks. And the nice thing about you, you're a hybrid between the two communities, so that's quite awesome. And yeah, just from our side, awesome stuff for running the LNR community and administration, and the speed of everything you run through, and the information and the communication is absolutely fantastic. So both for myself and Ruan, and I think I speak for everybody in LNR community to say thank you, Mr. Bossman.
Oh, look, I can just extend that thanks to everyone else, man. I think the passion goes both ways.
More than welcome
from my
to
side
shout out.
and for you guys. So it's good. We do it for everyone else. That's about it. If everyone else is happy, I'm happy. That's purely what it is. Without the community, or without the guys, without the friends, is I think the key word. This wouldn't be possible.
I completely agree with you there, and I think everybody else also agrees with you. If you are able to, if you can name 2 or 3 people on your right-hand side or your right-hand to assist with the administration, if you want to give a shout-out to them, thanking them, that's working in the background or behind the scenes we don't know about?
There's a few of them. Look, to kick off was my co-guy that started off, so that's Andre, or everyone knows him as Filthy. The other boys working in the background is the R&D team. I won't say who they are, but they do a lot of work in the background. Some of you boys know who they are. My obligation is not to say who it is. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, we have JJ, who's administration or admin in LNR. He does most of the setups and testing for us regarding what racetrack is going to happen, what the tire and fuel setups are, days and things like that. So he does all those background things. We have Dave that looks after the community itself because he's probably the biggest chatbox boy we know. Friendly, always approachable, so it's easy for people to reach out to him. Then we have Denied Profit, who runs with the R&D team. Again, that's just to organize everything, make sure that everything runs smoothly. And then we have Psycho Sheep, the mad boy in the house that comes up with silly ideas, which we do need to have it. And again, he's good fun to have with.
Yeah, Mr. Gerrit, Psycho Sheep, awesome guy as well, also in the Gerrit. Awesome stuff. Thanks a lot for that. We understand your privacy regarding the people who dish out all those lovely judgments. So we'll sooner or later find out. So just another question for you. Tell me, what were some highlights in Season 2, the one that just passed in the finals were yesterday? Guys, just mind, I've got little puppies that we bought here, so just quickly, we're not on the videos at the moment, so just mind, please. Yes, so what were some highlights for you in Season 2 with regards to results, perhaps a surprise or two, and then actual turnout or turnaround?
Top of my head, quick ones. The two instances whereby two racing drivers outraced Pitham is one of them. And I think that was phenomenal for the two individuals itself, which is Sprinkler and last night's final, which was Sunburn Donkey.
Yeah, man.
That was again a sight to see. Other than that, I do need to sit down and think what else has been the highlight overall. I think everyone's competitiveness in general is for me always a bigger highlight. At the same time, everyone stepping up their game is another highlight for me. So, top of my head, the Night Prophet is top star driver this season. You guys as well stepped up one significant notch. I think yourself, when you got the wheel,
yes.
you went from 0 to hero, in other terms, very quickly, and that is phenomenal.
Thank you to my sponsor.
Overall, the biggest highlight for me on season 2 is seeing how the community has grown, but not in strength and not in numbers, but how people has driven much faster. I mean, I myself, that example, being involved in this, have always thought of myself as a mid-pack kind of guy. Now I look at how the boys are racing, and I'm not there, man. The guys have stepped up their game, whether it's by us, GT Sport SA, daily races, you name it. The numbers are there, the competitiveness is there, the speed is there, the endurance is there. That, to me, is a milestone achieved far greater than anything else.
It's like you were born for an interview for this, bro. It was like you were born. Absolutely.
Not really.
Awesome.
Yeah, I see.
So,
I see. Old
there's other questions.
J-Dub has a very important question. I see he's always asking it. So he's asking.
He's always asking.
When will you answer the call for super formulas?
On the spot.
I do want to do it. I do want to try it. It's sadly one of those things where we need to figure out what is best suited for the majority of people that wants to do racing versus where do we slot this in. We are in a situation whereby we know GT Sport SA, they run on Thursdays. We've taken over Sundays, so Sunday nights is our thing. We have the in-between leagues in between that, which is VS alternating on Tuesdays. We have the LNR Cup, which is on Wednesdays. And of course, we have Project Cars that we do on Fridays as well. But at the same time, there's more than just us and GT Sport. From a community perspective, we've got boys like Sarko that does a lot of GT Sport races, PC2s races, all those boys. We have race space that is all their things and things like that. So we're getting into a point where everyone's battling for nights and time, and with the magnitude of people racing, it's hard to fit everything in. I'd love to accommodate everything, but it just makes it a bit impossible. It's if and when is the question, and how is the end question to that, and then what suits everyone, what does everyone follow. And it's tight. It's very tight. I'd love to do it. We just need to see where we're going to fit it in. If we can, probably next year, give it a new bash, maybe in GT7, we don't know.
That would be awesome. Like you said, what your answers were with regards to what Ruan said on the Super Formula. Guys, if you would like some, maybe a once-off event or a once-a-month event like King of the Ring or something, we can base it on Super Formula. Myself and Ron, I think, will be awesome. He's also loving the Super Formula ideas, as well as Stefan Sumden Donkey. Maybe we can do something until you set up a proper thing like you always do. Maybe we can just entice them or just tease the guys a bit with some Super Formula races. Sorry, just want to respond on 2 shoutouts with Flores. Yes, I had a guy who's awesome garage setup made me or assisted me cleaning my pedals last week, so my pedals are working again now. And then, as usual, Stefan Vessels, who's Sunburned Donkey, obviously one of my great friends as well, over the party chats every single day almost, so that's how I'm getting faster. He says, my wife just did a pit stop now in GDS's A race. She can show Dina how it works.
Yeah, I think she needs to. And then we also have JNL asking, do you anticipate the TVT series to be moving to ACC with LNR?
Again, tight questions. The boys are bringing the A game here. Maybe not. I can't foresee that. It's again balance of where the majority need and feel is, where everyone's going.
Yeah,
ACC
true.
is the new flame. ACC is the new thing. Everyone wants it. Everyone wants to race. I'm fairly sure there's a lot of guys that's waiting for that multiplayer to kick in.
Yeah.
I myself am waiting for it as well, because we've got a couple of sideline arrangements that we've been hooked up on, which is getting the bigger, broader South African base people recognized on Assetto Corsa. So as soon as that's kicked off, that's where it's going to be, and it's probably going to be at. Whether TVT will go there, probably. I do feel that GT Sport has got its base. ACC will have its base, and we can never distinguish between the two. That's the thing.
I agree.
It's where the majority of the people sits. If it does move into that direction, of course we will consider it. If it doesn't, we will still move on with what we do. Maybe we'll do a few changes next year. Again, the next question I would normally go is, what do we do with PlayStation 5? That's around the corner.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with GT7? That's what we do for it. Yes, that's around the corner. So what new things can we add to the mix? I mean,
and it's also about how many guys
get excited with new things.
And it's also about how many guys get that uptake on PS5.
Exactly.
It's such a weird balance, but yeah, makes total sense. I think maybe as well. I think what we really need to ask is what's up for season 3 of TVT. And what's maybe some nuances compared to the last season of TVT, and maybe just how do guys register and when is cutoff and so on.
Well, I'm gonna probably try and keep us as short as possible. So, season 3 is got a bit of psychoness in it, and I'm saying psycho because it's being designed by Psycho Sheep. So Sheep has got a lot of input for season 3. What I can tell you is we are still moving forward towards we provide you the cars, you have to drive. Again, putting you out of the comfort zone. Okay. The anticipated idea is every team that does registers will be allocated to manufacturers by a randomness. You can choose what you want to race with. I'm not going to keep you to one. And then we probably going to focus very hard on GR3s, not as much on GR4s. Again, there's a hint of Psycho Sheep coming in here, so you can imagine what that man cocked up.
Yeah.
But it's going to be good fun, and I anticipate great things from it. At the same time, we are heading back to hopefully a Pro-Am series. So we're going to have a level of boys sitting in pros. We're going to have a number of boys sitting in pro-ams. The mix surrounding that, and the main reason for that is the sponsored spa-rise by Coach Dave. So the guys that are going to go into the pro-am series and the winners of that will probably have a good coaching session by Coach Dave to get them onto level bar. I don't think the pro boys need that, so we've moved that prize not for them, because I think boys that are probably doing the same pace as Coach Dave probably don't need a lot of coaching.
But remember, Tiger Woods' coach is not as good as him.
That is true, but you know what? If I look at
I'm not
boys
speaking
like
for myself
Peethams and Eugents and so forth that are hitting the same numbers on tracks than what a Coach Dave does, is that beneficial? Maybe. But,
well, Ruan, sorry, it's maybe just to jump in, I don't want to interrupt you. Ruan, in fact, has had a session with Dave Perel before.
Yeah.
So that's brilliant.
Yeah.
again,
Beginning of this year, completely increased my pace, 100%.
Exactly. That it's Adenar wasn't was built because we are very competitive. It is probably fast-paced guys. There's fast-paced guys everywhere else, but I've always noted down that we need to look at the guys at the bottom. Yes, some of the guys are doing it for fun, but there are guys that want to improve. There are guys that want to be competitive. There are guys that are putting so much hours into it. So give them a helping hand, man. That's what it's about. So
Completely agree with you.
100%.
less of that. What else are we doing? Oh yeah, there's still the normal pro amp. Of course, our seeding will take place next week from the 3rd. It will be our norm. We're not changing anything of it. We won't deviate from our norm. GT Sport will give us a track. You guys set up fastest laps. Any car give and take, because of course we all want to race daily races. So you take a car, set your times. We will record it.
We don't want to all race daily races.
Not everyone wants to race daily
We'll put in the
races. I
time.
get
We'll
that.
put in the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So put your laps on there. We'll record it. We'll put you in the pool slots, pro or pro amp. Will be divided accordingly. Registrations is on our webpage. And it will be every Sunday night, race nights. Of course, we'll stream the pros. We don't have enough streamers to do every race, but we're just going to focus on the pros for season 3.
Awesome.
That should be actually quite awesome. That's going to be fantastic. Actually, on the stream at the moment, well, it was on the stream, all the details for Eleanor, the website, etc., and how does it work. And tell me quickly, how is the current registration numbers looking at, off your top of your head?
Top of my head, the last time I looked, I'm not 100% sure. We normally potentially end up doing about 5 pools, which is approximately 6 teams per pool. It fluctuates in and give or take around about there, which is a great balance of
So about 30 teams.
Yeah, about 30 teams, give or take. It does fluctuate in around 20 and above. Again, we don't do massive large numbers. Not a lot of people can commit on Sundays. And again, the Ford thing is taking a hit on everything else, because there's a lot of focus on Ford. For the guys that don't support Ford, that Ford, lockdown laps?
Yeah.
Have fun, man. We all do it for the same cause, whether it's us, whether it's GT Sports SA, whether it's Sarco. We all have one goal in mind. We want to make South Africa famous. We want to make esports known in SA. And we want to make the boys that can compete famous. Get them in a car. Get them. That's what sim racing is for. How do we get boys that can't afford actual racing from sim racing, transition them into actual racing?
Yeah.
And it happens. It does.
100%.
How we can help? I think we are all contributing towards that, which is fantastic.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Just on the side note, if you don't mind, Ron, maybe you can just message the gents for the Chatbox Cup that the lobby is open for them to jump in, and then we quickly do some test starts.
Cool. Sharks, Sean, so nice to have spoken to you, buddy. Yeah, we are definitely looking forward to the next TVT season. Yeah, at least from Dino and my perspective, is we just had a really good time.
We loved it. Everything about it. Oh, sorry, I just had 1 or 2 questions. With regards to R&D and reviews and stuff like that, I want to say you guys are very thorough. I really appreciate that. And then when will be the, how can I say it, not the presenting of the winners, etc., etc., etc.? How does it work from seasons? And what type of awards are there?
So we'll follow our traditions, which is after the normal final thing, we don't do any announcements up until live broadcast. So this week, Sunday, 8 o'clock, we'll do a live broadcast of the winners. I'm fairly sure the people who follow us on Twitter and social medias have seen who the actual winner is, but we do more than just winners of the seasons. We look at the guys at 2nd and 3rd, and then of course we all have our normal prizes. We do a general 2 top 5 high 5 awards. We do things like that. So we do smaller awards. The Chatbox Championships is whoever out talks everyone in Discord, he wins a prize. That's kind of what it is. It's just to get everyone involved. So we have 2 high 5 awards. That is for people that do something phenomenally great, something we've picked up And again, it's just to say thanks. And then, of course, best driver of the season normally gets a reward, and that can be anyone. I won't say who's up for grabs for that. We normally run through a random thing. Everything's on the live broadcast. It will kick off on Sunday at 8 p.m.
Guys, make sure to tune in on the stream.
Yes, we tune in, and then we also do the live draw for the cars, and we kick off all the final things for the 3rd of August. So
that will be
everything
on
happens
Sunday.
Next week Sunday. That's it.
Okay,
Everything
guys,
happens on
Sean,
Sunday.
if you're on the stream at the moment, or AM Racing, if you're on the stream, just type down the link below for their channel, guys. Make sure that you want to do that. Make sure you get yourself in the team. The team, it means you're 2 players in a team, driving together, working with a team. It's different than GDSSA. Also, Sean, just from our bossman, Mr. Josh, he says he loves the sentiment, Sean, and that's why you and I don't fight. Putting SA drivers on there is the goal.
Yeah, that's it. That's always been there, man. I have humble respects for Josh Belay, Vanner, all the boys over there. I don't speak to them anymore, so I'm just very busy. That's probably my bad. But I'm involved with quite a lot of things on my plate. I'm sure they are as well. But yes, humble respects to everyone, man. I have no grudges. We should work to one goal, man. That's what it is.
Do you know what that'd be? Be getting people into the World Finals again.
Ah, that would be great. I'd love to see an SA boy there.
Donkey's on the way there, Stinky's on the way, Pace is shortly there. So, Sean, yes, like Ruan and myself have said, awesome stuff running on the LNR League. It's Code Junction. Guys, you can do both GDSSA and LNR, which is on Sunday evenings. So if you have the time to juggle, if you have a friend or two, if you don't have friends, well, you've got friends. If you don't have a partner that can drive with you, message myself for Ruan, and then we'll definitely send you details through to Sean, and you can speak to him directly, register your teams, and we'll definitely assist you in getting that done. It's super awesome, so you guys must have it. Sean, from myself, I know Ruan will quickly follow this up. We love Eleanor, we love what you do, and then, brother, just keep it up. We look forward to the next season.
Thanks to you, James, man. Thanks. That's all I can say. I'm thankful for everyone. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. It's making friends, keeping friends, racing hard. That's it.
Awesome, buddy.
Dive bombing.
Thanks so much for the interview. We really appreciate it. And yeah, definitely looking forward to the new season.
Cool beans. Thanks a lot, man.
No problem. Awesome having you, bud. Cheers.
Cheers all.
Ciao. Yeah, guys.
Right, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks, Ruan.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think we have to go to Moments of the Week now, which is kind of embarrassing, but yeah. So this was me and my LNR race 2 weeks ago or a week ago in the semi-finals, getting overtaken by 3 cars on one corner. To be honest, what I was thinking...
Watch Donkey saying something now, watch it.
To be honest, I just didn't want to get into the mix because these guys were driving really hard. So I kind of did give way, but yeah, it's still a 3/1 takeover. So yeah, let's see this happen. So this is coming down one of the main straights on at St. Croix, and as you can see, London, Caddy, and Sunburn Donkey just all up on me. Taking the inside line, London Express, and yeah, they all just follow each other through there. So there, Donkey, there it is. You wanted those moments of the week, it's there.
Just has to rub it in there.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that was awesome stuff. Awesome racing last week. It was absolutely amazing. So, yeah, Stefan also says there's a big difference between players and drivers' races, which is true that Coach Dave can definitely help with this. I think it's an awesome sentiment as well. So, yeah, Torch 089, how's it, brother? Nice to see you here. So let's quickly do a test start here. Travis needs to enter. We're doing the Chatbox Cup. Okay, guys, so we've got a big ass issue on our plates every time now with regards to load shedding and power issues and power outages, etc. So in the future, please, if you guys have any issues, I'm just trying to get this onto the screen, the power inverter kits. There are 2 units. We've got the top kit 1, which is an awesome unit, can run everything in red, which is a cell phone, a lamp, an alarm, DVD player, dish, and about 200 watts or 400 watts worth for 2 hours. And we've got the P kit 2, that can run All of that's just 2, 3, 4 times longer. Everything in green. So that's the 24 volt one that we've got there. The pricing for it goes to about 7,800 for the PE Kit 1, and then the PE Kit 2 goes for about 12,350. Remember, these are not your price. If you can get to me or Ruan and use, and we obviously know you from GD Sports or LNR or GDSSA, you guys do receive a 10% discount. So that's definitely something you guys can just shout us. I apologize for that. 5% discount on Kit 1 and a 7.5% discount on Kit 2. So that's basically cost price, just includes the delivery. You can definitely then not miss races anymore on Thursdays, Sundays, whatsoever. You can run your TV, your lights, etc. from it for 2 up to 10 hours. So do get in touch with us. Awesome stuff.
Cool. So yeah, Chatbox Cup next. Let's quickly run through our intro. Cool guys. Actually, what is our race here? You know?
Guys, so we're doing Cirque de la South in the V8, nice V8 GR3 cars. It is an awesome Le Mans type base race. So it's going to be great to see these guys. This is the second race. So we've got 2 pools. Every alternate week, like last Monday, Pool A did this race, and this Monday Pool B will do this race, so it's going to be quite awesome to see this. This is also the last official race, and then we'll be heading to the semi-finals and the finals. So we started with 7 people per pool. 2 of them dropped out, 1 from this and 1 from the other one. So basically 5 out of the 6, or maybe even all 6, will make the semi-finals, and then we'll have a finals race. Due to it being a paid event, 2 or 3 people had AD issues and others had load shedding. So just to make it fair, I might have organize a wildcard race just before next week Monday or prior to it, a short sprint race or something, and they can battle it out for the last semi-final spots.
Cool, man.
It's going to be quite awesome. Yeah, Ruan, are you back in the room?
Yeah, I'm busy getting in at the moment. GD Sports not playing with me today, but let me quickly see that I can see everyone.
There's Dog Fox one now on your right hand side.
Cool, so let's see who's all in here. Yeah, so Wolfman Willie, JOO Pace, DMR Travis, Mikhail, TSM JDJ, and Dog Fox 1. So
yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting race. We've got 2 DMR boys, we've got Mikhail of 5, and then we've got JOO Pace, part of the Pace Motorsports team, and then Dark Fox 1 is also every single way friends with everyone, so no affiliations to that. That's going to be quite awesome. What do you think is going to happen with regards to podium and quali? Just give me about 10 seconds, I just need to sort something out, but I can listen to you.
Yeah, so yeah, this is a tough one. I would probably say JDub, Mikhail, TSM, Travis, Dogbox 1, anyone has a chance to qualify well here. This is a really strong pool actually. So I'm gonna say Mikhail or JDub for pole. Yeah, I'm not too sure, man. Also quickly checking that I can see everyone on track. And I can, so that's good. Cool guys, so qualifying should be starting shortly. I just want to see if we're missing anyone. Wolfman, JDub, Mikhail, TSM, Travis, Dark Fox 1. Okay, cool. Alright, Dino, are we starting quali
If
now?
you can just notify them, just at 2 minutes warm up, and then I can start qualifying.
Alright.
So I'm just quickly having a technical difficulty here.
Cool, so let's see what cars these guys are driving. Mikhail in the Ford, we saw that last week, is really quick on the straights. Dark Fox 1 in the Merc. Nice clean livery. J-Dub, okay, cool. In the Chev, that should be interesting. I don't think we saw one of those last week.
No, in fact, we didn't see a Corvette. That's it's a C7 Corvette, correct?
Yeah, and then TSM is in the Jag. Wolfman Willie is then in the GD40 Ford.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, and Travis as well in the Merc. So, yeah, should be a good race. Cool, so we'll just give it a minute and then we'll start quali.
Okay, perfect, guys. I just quickly had to sort something out. Everything is sorted now. So 2 minutes in quali. Yeah, the liveries are quite nice that you said. The Merc is very interesting as well. So the GT40, that's going to be an interesting decision. So there's two cars we didn't see, which is the GT40 and the Corvette. Is that correct? Everybody?
No,
we saw
last week we had the GD40. I think it was Vlakvark. No, we didn't have a GD40. He had the Mustang.
Have a GD40,
Mustang. Okay, right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so two new cars for this week, I guess.
Very, very interesting.
So
okay, guys, so we're going to be starting quali shortly.
I see J-Dub has a KLM or Royal Dutch Airlines livery. I don't know where that idea came from.
Very, very interesting. Let me have a look at it. And Liquimole also. Okay, so ready for quali, sir. Like you said, what were your predictions?
Yeah, I think Mikhail or J-Dub on pole. I really don't know about 2 and 3, honestly. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. This is a tough...
Well, it would be nice for one of our boys to be there. Maybe one of the DMR boys, definitely join us. He's the 15-year-old racing driver at the moment, should be turning 16 next year. So he's generally going to be pushing DMR's name high, and then Travis as well. Also a new joinee, so it's going to be very, very interesting to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, let's see. Like I say, it's a tough pool. All these guys are pretty strong, so yeah, we'll see who uses who during quali, because I think that's going to be important on the back straight.
I completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. So quali has started. They will have 12 minutes to quali, so it'll be very, very interesting. Wolfman Willie is not in yet, so there he goes now.
Mikhail already picking up a penalty.
You should burn that down before it starts.
100%.
It was FIA quali destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
It happened to me once before on this track. You literally had only one lap out lap, so I managed to exit to pits and start again. And I crossed the starting line with 2 seconds to spare than I did my quali lap.
Wow.
I couldn't finish the quali lap because the timer ran out, so started in last place. Oh, he's got a 1 minute penalty now. These guys are pushing track limits on such a big track. Very, very strange. I don't know why people would try and gain 0.2 on a 3 minutes 80 track on that way.
Yeah, but we know that this track is susceptible to penalties. It's so easy to get penalties around here.
That's one line. It's very, very peculiar. Probably like Interlagos as well, sometimes get some very, very strange penalties. So definitely the train's forming. Jonas already pushing out through ahead with a 1.5 second penalty. Very interesting to see the strategy. So
if I was him, I would have stayed behind Mikhail, because Mikhail probably has the car with one of the highest top speeds here.
Top ends, definitely. Well, the Jag is not very short of the pace, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, like I said, we never saw the Chev Corvette last week, so it'll be interesting to see how that does here as well.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the car. Jonas is burning his penalty. Good move. Definitely burning his penalty, fall behind the people. He's also got his dad, Pinnacle 74, as his pit mech and engineer and team manager. Very interesting to say, but always on his shoulder. John will not be where he is without his father's support. So kudos to you, Mr. Flores de Jager. I'm always supporting your boy like that. And yeah, he's definitely going to have a future ahead of him. Being 15 years old and being able to compete at this level is something spectacular.
Yeah, I see Stiganator saying that Mikhail must ride that pony. Yeah, I agree, man. He's more than capable, I'm sure.
Definitely, yeah. We did see Stiganator drive it last week, so very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure how good this GT40 is. I've never driven it, so I'm not sure what pace Wolfman Willie can get out of it.
We're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah, so yeah, if I was Jean, I would have actually tried to be behind someone. I'm not sure what the straight line speed is of this this Jag.
Yeah, I'm also not too sure. I think maybe he wants to pop ahead so the others can't get his slipstream. Because also remember, slipstream has been removed down to 0.750. So it might not truly help you anymore with that 1.5 second being gone now to 750. So
no, it definitely helps, man.
You to be that close, unless you bumper off the person.
No, it definitely helps. I think it's just about where you decide to use that time.
Unless you decide to alternate with him and give the other person a chance as well, knowing that you'll alternate, probably pass each other twice on the back straight, or the main straight between the two chicanes, so you'll both gain 0.250 or 0.4 on your straight line speed, but you're going to assist the other person by overtaking him and giving him your slip and top speed back. So
that's why I say
it's 2-for-2 thing.
It's all about timing. It depends on where you decide to use it. Yeah, Dog Fox 1 penalty. It's also difficult to burn some time around this track as well, so we'll see where he burns that.
It is. Wolfman Willie following shortly behind, and then also Travis with the Mercedes. Guys, also just a note, Mikhail is using a controller with analog sticks, so this guy's an absolute demon around the larger track, which is Nürburgring. Is currently untouchable on that track. For some reason, he just meshes with it. It's like he sleeps with it.
I have no idea how he does it, man. Mikhail is so quick.
Okay, some good distance between the gentlemen here. So this might actually be a pace-for-pace race, to be quite honest. Nobody's got the 750 slipstream.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
This might be very, very interesting.
Travis also picking up a penalty now on his quali lap.
I know. Only a 0.5 at least, so he should be able to burn it down. hopefully not do too much damage.
Yeah, but this track is full of fast corners. You don't really get to brake enough to burn it down.
Very true. Perhaps the chicane before the last two chicanes, that might be the only place you can try and lose time if you're not pushing over there too much. Maybe just brake and lift a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but you have to overslow the car so much. That's the only problem. So he's gonna lose. They're gonna lose time anyway if they have to burn it.
It's already down to 0.4 Dark Fox. Travis also down to 0.4 so long. So let's see what happens. Jonas is going to approach the fast left-hander here now. Maybe if we can get into a on board with John.
A little bit slippy and slidey out of there, but seems to manage
Definitely,
to
good
fine.
catch there. Good catch. You! Good recovery there. Did you see the counter steer action there? Definitely want to watch for the future. Double pace, slightly behind.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's doing pretty consistent lap. No one's caught anyone. So
There's going to be nothing in it, yeah. Going to Porsche curves now. It's Porsche curves, right? Porsche S's, what do you call it?
yeah, heading up there now. It's on the back. Well, it looks like
Lost a
J-
little bit of time.
J-Dub's caught a little bit time on John, so it looks like J-Dub's on a pretty good lap.
Yeah. Yeah, J-Dub's definitely faster through the chicanes, yeah. He loves this track. Definitely caught up. J-Dub was going to have pole.
Yeah,
1 second.
by a mile actually. Mikhail then,
Oh, 1 second over a 4-minute lap. It's for a 0.250 on a lap.
and
Or a minute.
yeah, Mikhail just
Just clipping
3
him
tenths
also.
faster than TSM. Dog Fox,
So,
Yeah.
Movement will be passing now. 405.
I think the real
Travis
one
reaching then.
to check is Travis. He managed to burn
Travis
his
has gotten
penalty.
good a lap. He burned his penalty.
Yeah,
Oh, 4th place. So, yes, that would have been a good time if you didn't have it to burn.
yeah, still 2.4 seconds behind Paul. So yeah, J-Dub had definitely had a great lap there.
Completely agree with you. Very, very interesting, yeah. So they're going to have time for a second lap. Medium tires are slightly worn. We didn't see a faster lap time unless people made a big mistake, and then they could have improved the second lap. So we've got J-Dub, Mikhail, DMR TSM JDJ, DMR Travis, Dark Fox 1, and Wolfman Willie.
It's
Wolfman
just
Willie went to the pits and put on hards.
okay. So
Like Travis is doing the same.
yeah, they're preparing for the race already.
Yeah, that's true. So they're not going through again. So the guys ahead are going to start in medium. So it's going to be a
That'll be interesting. It'll
guys. Yeah, it's
interesting
going to be very interesting. I think the top 3 are going to push ahead. Dark Fox, if he doesn't have the penalty, so he's probably going to stay on their tails for a significant amount of time. And it's going to be interesting to see what Travis is going to do. Do you think he's going to be doing the 133?
I'm guessing so. That looked like the fastest strat last week.
Definitely
So
did. Yeah, you can only manage about 3 laps on the fuel, 3.7. So if you fuel save a lot, unless you do mapping on the straights, it's the only way you'll be able to reach 4 laps. So it'll be interesting to see.
yeah, I don't think these guys are going to do quicker times. It's going to be tough to do quicker times on how worn the tires are after that first 2 laps.
Yeah, completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. So we currently have 17 viewers. Guys, do us a favor, please. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Also, like the video. If you can like the video, that will be great news and great stuff. So if you have any questions regarding the race, if you have any questions on how to enter the next Chatbox Cup that will be starting in about 4 weeks from now, please let us know. It's a cash prize event, so small cash entry fee and massive cash prizes. All the money that's accumulated for the entries, all of that money goes straight back to all the races, the winners, top 5, top 6, moments of the weeks, overtake of the week gets a prize, donkey of the week gets a prize, so it gets distributed back to everyone. It's a non-profit racing event, so it's going to be awesome. If you want to get involved, please message myself or Ruan for the next Chatbox Cup season. It's going to be amazing. Well, the Chatbox Cup Championship, let me put it that way. It's not a league, it's not Eleanor, it's not GTSSA. It's something completely different, and you only race every second Monday, so it doesn't put too much pressure. You've got way more than enough time to actually partake in it. It's specifically designed for that. You can be competitive, and yeah, you can fit it into your schedule with it only being every 2 weeks, so beautiful. Ruan, what are your thoughts on the first Chatbox Cup so far?
You mean the whole thing so far? Yeah, man, it's been pretty interesting. I think the most interesting one was definitely the first race where our Phantoms just missed out on that win to Fluffy, who had a phenomenal race coming back from a few places. So yeah, so far it's been pretty good. I'll be pretty excited when we start going into the semis and the final races.
No, I completely agree with you. So you and I still have to work in the background there with regards to those races. We've got 1 or 2 things in mind already. So yeah, I think it's going to be awesome, and we probably will reveal it tomorrow.
Cool, yeah. It looks like everyone's just slowed down now, just waiting for quali to end. What time is quali finished?
13 minutes, in fact. Well, it was supposed to be 12. I don't know why I've got my notes here on 13 minutes. So very strange. Apologies for that. Dark Fox is in the pit.
Yeah, I guess maybe you should just wait for him to come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna write exit pits.
Or else he'll
Apologies for that, guys. Well, I was supposed to just start actually because DeanoCantino Travis, in fact. Well, DeanoCantino Travis is not going to lose a position. Dark Fox is not going to lose a position either. So
yeah, you can start the race.
Start the race, yeah. Okay, going to be interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Did TSM JDJ pass Mikhail? It looks like it. So he had a better second lap.
That's correct.
Well done.
Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, guys, so this is going to be it. We've got J-Dub, Jonas, Mikhail, Travis, Dark Fox 1, and Wolfman, Willie, Corvette, F-Type, Mustang, AMG, Ford GT. Going to be very interesting, and let's see how they get off the blocks.
Yeah, waiting for lights to go green.
And it's a go, 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 go!
Great start from Jean. Jean pulled off that line so quickly.
Amazing start from Jonas. Okay, run there.
Mikhail lost a lot of places there, now in 5th.
That is very, very peculiar. But he's got the pace. If anyone's got the pace, he should just not leave or lose the slip, to be honest. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for him to gain it back. Especially if the top 3 are going to push it out ahead, you know?
100%.
But he has the pace to rocket launch himself past Dark Fox. Dark Fox is also still in the slipstream, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, Dark Fox didn't close the gap in time. Mikhail's never going to steal it. I think he just got himself a little angel helping him there. Oh, he just lost the slipstream.
Mikhail keeping it tight there, pushing Dark Fox as much as he can. top 3 guys still in formation, it seems.
Yes, that battle between Mikhail and Dark Fox, they should have bump drafted each other to not lose the slip. That would have been my choice, to be quite honest, but what would you have done there?
Yeah, I guess I would have also bump drafted, just a little bit to catch up to the guys in front, who are now 2 seconds ahead of Mikhail, so they've lost a lot of time with whatever they did.
Yeah, Dark Fox should definitely bump draft Mikhail to get back into contention. Well, the top 3 guys should battle it out a bit, so Mikhail might just be able to get back to them, especially with the next right-hander kink. And DMR Travis also making a move and not pushing ahead. Very strange moves that these guys are doing, but also remember, Travis is on hard, so
that is correct.
He has an awesome start with his hards.
If he can just keep up with the front guys in front of him, I suppose he's going to pit now. If he can pit while being within
for sure
5/10 or 6/10 of the front, yeah, he should have a good race. Mikhail also on mediums, so he has to catch up. Dark Fox 1 as well.
Start catching up through, yeah.
And then lastly, Wolfman Willie on hards. So we'll see. He should also be coming in on the first lap.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Mikhail should catch up through these S's to Travis at least, who's on hards, and get back into that slipstream range. I think that, yeah, it's already down to less than 0.9, so yeah, he's going to be back into the slipstream, yeah? Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
Like
well done.
Like we say, Travis is in the best position right now.
Definitely.
On his hard
What a chance. Mikhail's got so much experience as well to catch back up to the guys in front. He obviously knew he's going to do it because he can't have 3 people with each other. There is going to be slowing each other down.
Yeah, the top 4 guys all in each other's slip at the moment. Dark Fox 1 just falling back just a little bit.
Slightly, yes. But I agree with you. Travis is in the best position now. He should not. It's going to be very difficult for him to. Starting on hards would have been good for him, yeah. So he's going to have a good hards lap with the other guys' mediums laps. So let's hope his clean air helps him and he doesn't lose too much time without the slip or being out the slip in these next 3 laps.
Yeah, let's see if he puts
Perhaps
now.
he can come up behind Wolfman and use Wolfman, so he can't. Wolfman's also going to pit.
Okay, so
it's going to be a solo for him.
Travis decides not to pit, which is interesting. It will mean that
because I think he might get an awesome lap in slip, hopefully, if he can manage to stay to the next sector. He's going to have the whole straight in their slip. It's going to be an awesome hard lap time. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%. He's all in there, but if he can just stick to J-Dub, while J-Dub and Jean are battling it out a bit, it's just keeping him in a bit of contention. But J-Dub is...
If Mikhail even passes him, he's still going to pull his slip, so...
100%.
It's going to be very, very interesting.
So yeah, so far it looks like Travis is definitely on the best strategy.
I agree. Let's see. Let's hope he caught the slip there. I think Mikhail will bump draft him. Mikhail's got the experience. No, he's going for the move. He's going for the move. Mikhail's going to miss the slipstream. Oh no, he's got the top end. He's got the horses. Remember that. He's got the horses.
100%.
The Mustang. Yeah, that's why he can go past. He's going to try and break the slip now and defend inside. Very interesting how these guys are defending and attacking so early. Travis must be clever. He must just run the medium slip and gain all that time back on hards.
100%. Yeah, I'm very surprised that he didn't go pit on
on
that first pit. Yeah, Dark Fox all in it again.
Almost caught up to the slipstream again. So.
And of course, Wolfman Willie went to pit, so he's far behind right now. But we'll see where he ends up close to the end of the race. Travis now looking on the inside of Mikhail. Don't know if it's a good idea. I would have just followed Mikhail a bit.
And bum drafted him. Take the top end of the Mustang.
Yeah, they're just both losing each other time right now by doing that. They're already now 1.7 seconds behind J-Dub.
Mustang's got the speed. Look at that legs, bro. Little horsey.
Yeah, J-Dub still putting a lot of pressure on TSM.
And there, Dark Fox getting back. In the slip. I see that. Intense battle up front here. Corvette versus a Jag. American versus UK. America versus Britain.
But J-Dub's using a lot more fuel than Jean at the moment.
Yeah, about 4%, I'd say.
And yeah,
And John's tyre is also much better.
Mikhail and Travis have also used up a lot more fuel than the guys in front, so it's going to be interesting. They're still battling it out here. Yeah, Travis is definitely in a really good
Very
position.
interesting to see this, yeah, I completely agree with you. It's very interesting to see the race tactics here, to be quite honest. Bump draft him, Mikhail. Bump draft him, get ahead. You know, Travis should actually bump draft Mikhail, because Mikhail's got the faster car.
Yeah, we'll see, but the battling that they were doing just completely brought Dog Fox 1 back into contention, yeah.
And it made TSM JDJ and JWO Pace just get this pressure away. So I think JW will ensure that he's definitely experienced enough to make sure we can battle, but not to the extent that the guys won't catch up. And I know that's what he usually does. He's a very intelligent driver or racer. Let's see if Travis is going to pit now. He should. Beautiful break, brother. Break.
Oh,
Yep.
slams the wall. That's going to lose him a lot of
Pit away
time.
his race. About 3 seconds for sure.
Still think he should have pitted on that first lap, but we'll see if that works out for him. If you remember last week,
the next 2 races he can push. He's going to have fresh tyres, and he stayed with the mediums.
Flakvaart did the same thing last week, where he went on 2 laps on hards, which was interesting compared to the rest of the pack. And it turned out he lost. He then lost about 7 seconds. But the difference is, Travis managed to stay with the guys on hards, so he'll definitely have an advantage at the end of the race.
Agree with you. Completely agree with you. So I should, if I was him, I'd do 3 laps with mediums now, or maybe 2, because he's pitting lap 5. If he does 3, he's going to pit end of lap.
I think it doesn't really
6.
matter what he decides, whether he does 2 or 3 in the next stint. He just has to make
depends
sure.
if he wants to come back behind people in their slip, because they should be pitting now. Wow, he's going to be behind them. He's going to be behind them for 2 laps at least before he needs to pit again. So if he can push this lap, they're going to pit, and he might be able to come back behind them. So that little pit time loss, let's hope their damaged tyres causes them enough time loss for him to catch up on the pits again.
Yeah, Jean definitely doing the best out of the pack in fuel saving, so he'll definitely have an advantage at the pits, even if he is behind J-Dub. He just needs to stick really close.
I think so too. I think he needs to fuel save now. Stay behind pace, bump draft pace, and then do not battle.
Sorry,
Stay
was it Flakvaart or Stignator that drove last week?
I think it was Stignator. It was
Sorry,
Stignator.
that's my bad, guys. I got it wrong.
John should definitely stay behind JW pace and move it out, because JW, he's got the race experience. His race experience counts for so much. So John has got the fuel advantage, and he might be able to jump JW in the pits and then just try and pull away. So he needs to bump draft, get ahead, and yeah, fuel save as much as he can.
Yeah, Mikhail,
no, he's not going to.
Mikhail's slowly catching up to them. Well, now caught up quite a bit because
they battling.
Because
That's
of
true,
that
yeah.
overtake, yeah.
Oh yeah, broke himself. No, Mikhail.
That is unfortunate. That's definitely going to give Travis an advantage when they go to pit now.
For sure.
See how much time Wolfman Willie caught up just by pitting on that first lap. He's only 3 seconds behind Travis, and Travis was far ahead of him by the time they pitted. So yeah, I don't know if it was a good idea for Travis to be out on hards for 2 laps. But we'll see. He did manage to stick with the pack, so that's what's important. So these guys should be coming in now, I guess.
Definitely, yes. (15 and 9). So John could have just bump dropped to JWO pace and just fuel safe behind him a little bit more. He would have jumped out of his slipstream and then tried to pull away.
I want to see what's going to happen with Travis now, if he's going to manage to get ahead of anyone. It doesn't.
He's a very big long pit stop, so
yeah.
Let's see.
He's about to go over the start-finish straight, so it looks like he might pull it off. He might be ahead.
Let's see what happens. It's going to be very close. Going to be very close.
Ooh, J-Dub and TSM just
oh,
out in
he's
front of
back
him.
in the lead. He's raw. Well, that's beautiful. Beautiful for him.
That's
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's exactly where he needs to be.
They're still going to have to do their hard stint, and he's going to have another medium stint. So
if he can try and get past Jean and J-Dub,
not even past them, just stick with them.
Yeah, but it would probably be best for him to get past them. It'll just give him that extra bit of time.
Two DMR teammates just work together. Well, it's each one. It's cash prize event. You don't get paid as a team, so very interesting to go and see. Ooh,
yeah, this is not LNR.
J-Dub slightly outbroke himself. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not. Ooh, J-Dub outbroke himself a little bit. Jonas might make a move on him. Let's see what car's got the legs. No, Travis. Be patient, my bro. Want to sound the outside there. Very risky going 3 wide, yeah.
3 wide, 3, yeah, okay.
J-Dub is a clever one, yeah.
Gives up the space.
You can just make it back in the straight. You don't need to attack on the chicanes, you know? Any formation here works.
100%. But Travis got good exit out of that corner. I'm just curious, they all still are mediums, yeah. No one decided to go on hards.
No, they're both going to do 3-3-1. The top, DMR and J-Dub, so...
Yeah, if Travis can pull this off, if I was,
race will be
yeah,
his.
if I was Travis,
he still has a medium stint left.
Yeah.
And they still have to stop with the hards.
If I was Travis, I would probably go pit now. Maybe now's the right time to go pit while he's ahead of these guys, so he doesn't lose time and maybe comes out in
Look
some
at John,
free
very
air.
clever. Bump drop, go ahead. Won't do it again now. Clever, Travis, clever. He should work out. See, J-Dub is just brilliant. Stays behind here. Such a good driver. Just stay within slipstream. Anything is still possible. Not going to battle out. Not risk going off. Not risk anything. So he's a very skillful driver. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at Mikhail a little bit. Still only 2.8 at the back. So if he pushes it quite a bit, he might be able to catch up on the straight with his top end.
He should. The way the guys are battling in front, he should catch up.
And then we've got Dark Fox catching up to Wolfman, and Wolfman only 7 seconds behind there, but so...
Yeah, Wolfman
really,
is
really not doing bad at all.
probably going to go pit now, I'm guessing. Because this is his 3rd lap on mediums.
Mediums, that's correct, yes. Yeah, if I was Travis, I would go pit now, because the battling might cost him too much time.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well. but we'll see what he does.
He's not going to. He's going to. No, he's not going to.
He's not going to. Okay.
No, the slipstream might assist them in pushing it further if they don't battle with the chicanes and help each other. He might still be fast. But I think he wants to be on fresher mediums to try and, if he's going to do his last 2 laps on mediums, it might work for him better because then he can break the slip of the hards and not do what they did for him with the hards so he could keep up. But I'm very impressed with Wolfman Willie. He's doing very well this race, being able to stay within 4-5 seconds per lap.
Yeah, and him doing his next stint on mediums should do well.
Yes, definitely agree. Mikhail now, 4 seconds behind. I wonder what happened. They were a little spinny or something.
Yeah, something must have happened. He lost a lot of time there.
Currently, Travis is in the winner's seat here. If he doesn't mess up, if he doesn't battle too much, and if he notices that these guys still need to go into the hards, he should not be pressing and risking a lot of moves with this. And they're breaking the slipstream of J-Dub.
No, J-Dub's still in there.
What happened to Travis?
He just got overtaken through slip, that's all.
Oh no, he's lifting. He's trying to lose his penalty. Remember, the rule is to lose your penalty within the same lap.
Yeah, I would say it's probably not a good idea to try and lose it on the straights because you lose a lot of time.
Or maybe just lift a bit and then try and gain slip again. But John almost broke away with that, so it's going to be very curious to see. If he's not going to make a mistake in the last lap or two, or in this lap, he's going to go and pit now. So yeah, I see he's lifting for his penalty. He's cruising in, staying in the slipstream. Actually very smart. He's got 2 people that can carry his slipstream. Oh, he might lose his slip now.
He's still in it.
Oh, he just managed it back with 0.050. Very interesting strategic race here. Mikhail just managed to hang on. Only 4 seconds between the top 4 on a big track like this. It's amazing. Dark Fox at the back, only 9.4 seconds behind. Wolfman 23, but he's already pitted the second time. It'll be very interesting to see what's going to happen here, but I agree with you. Travis has lost the slip, unfortunately. He's on his last lap of tires, so he managed to keep that time and burn his penalty.
Yeah, I still
think he's on the hot seat.
I still think he should have pitted earlier. But it's in his...
But look how fast his lap is now with his burnt, worn tires because of the slip.
Yeah, sure.
If he pitted with new tires, he wasn't going to make up his time. It's each to his own. He wouldn't have battled, he wouldn't have got the penalty lost that time also. So, very true. But if he can stay behind these guys, it's going to be very interesting.
He's back in slip, so... Yeah, he's in the best position right now if he goes in pits now.
For sure. He's not pushing whatsoever. I think he knows he's in a good position. I think he just realized.
He's also on his fastest lap at the moment, his own personal fastest, so...
Yes. With his last worn tires, so I think if this extra stop worked for him. Or this extra lap on the medium stint, the middle stint. Which means he can press it so hard for the next 2 laps.
Let's hope he doesn't
He's
bump
not going
the
to make
barrier
a mistake again. Going there super cautious.
That lost him a lot of time earlier.
Yeah, it did. So yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting to see. He needs to floor the next 2 laps. And he can absolutely go flat. I hope he gets enough fuel. Then Mikhail just went past now as well. Let's see what happens. John and J-Dub should not battle it. They should help each other. Otherwise, Travis will jump them. And Mikhail will be able to catch up as well. So,
yeah, now just to see where Travis comes out. But all the guys ahead of him need to pit end of this lap. So he's in a really good position.
Okay, 22 seconds behind. 23.
I think it's about a 25, 26 second loss.
Yeah.
But he should.
No, it's 22.5 because it was 1.8 seconds behind going in. So, which means he's going to come out equal to them. They're on wall tires now. If he does a good lap now, he might jump ahead of them, and then they're not going to be able to keep up with their odds.
Plus their time lost on the hards is going to make a difference.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So they won't be able to keep up. So it's going to be very close. Give or take a second, either ahead or behind them, if he does a good lap now. And I think he knows that. Oh, and Jonas made a mistake, and Jada passed him. We missed it. I didn't see it. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. But Jada hitting a purple sector there, so he's flying.
And Mikhail only 2.8 seconds behind, so John probably made a small mistake, or it was maybe a slight contact, so... The Aston definitely the Jaguar definitely faster on the straights.
100%, yeah.
John got a very good exit there, so let's see what the end of the straight where that delta will be. Mikhail still hanging in there without slip to still be 2.9 seconds. Awesome driving. Dark Fox only 10 seconds behind him. And then Wolfman Willie also having a decent race. About 1 second difference, yeah. He left it on 23.7. But remember, we should see the difference now by the Porsche S's, eh? The Porsche curbs. Where the medium tires are not going to lose as much time on the hard. So let's have a look at the delta. 22.5.
I think the delta's only going to really matter on this next lap because everyone's on mediums right now.
Yeah, but they're on wall mediums, eh?
Yeah, but they're all using each other's slipstream at the moment.
If they don't battle and they work together, they might keep the delta where it is. But look, they're already 0.2 difference. Going to 0.3 difference.
Jada pulling away just a little bit from Jean.
John has a little bit more fuel.
Yeah,
much more fuel. He's going to jump in the pit.
He's been
He's
fuel
going to
saving.
jump in the pits.
And that just might mean he may jump Travis as well. So that
He might just jump
that
Travis.
may be interesting. Because I'm not sure how much fuel
I think
Travis
John
was able
realized
to.
that he needs to sit behind J-Dub and just fuel save. And this is a massive difference. It's going to be about 8 and 19.
Huge difference. Oh, J-Dub hitting the wall as well.
And J-Dub hit the pit. That he's done.
Jean definitely will come out ahead. Let's go to Travis and see where Travis
this is strategy. Good strategy from Jonas. J-Dub just hitting the pit wall. Shame for that. He might have just gotten out behind Travis. Let's see what Travis is doing. Let's have a look at this. I think John might jump him, to be honest. I think he's going to get in between the two of them. Or maybe just jump John. We'll have a look. It'll be very interesting.
Travis on the straight finish right now. Jean about to come out the pits. And J-Dub. Still think Travis should have pitted a lap earlier, but now they're on hard, so he better capitalize.
How did Mikhail jump? He saved a lot. He also jumped J-Dub.
That is super interesting.
Travis is going to be...
Yeah, Jean definitely, all that fuel saving, man, that's helped him
He
tremendously.
finally realized that's the strategy to do, yes. Not just battle the whole time.
Now the real fight's going to be between, to see if Travis is going to be able to get past Mikhail and J-Dub.
I don't think J-Dub's going to keep the pace. I think that Delta of the Mustang should equalize now. Mikhail, very clever. Get back into his slipstream. His car's way faster than... but this might give Travis an opportunity to catch up.
Yeah, he already caught up a second since the beginning of the lap, so...
And John is also alone in front, so... Yeah, if Mikhail and J-Dub didn't fight, they bump drafted each other. They would have been able to catch up. He's not going for the move. He's going to go for the move on the next straight. J-Dub. Very, very intelligent driver. You see, he didn't pass him because He knew that the Ford will just come back to him and alternate, you know? That Mustang's got legs, brother. It's gonna pull the Corvette, unfortunately for you, my boy. You have to get some slip. It's not gonna make it. That Mustang has just got too much horses. Okay, this is where Travis's new tire, or medium tires, should do the trick.
Travis catching up slowly, but
The big difference is going to start becoming here by the corners of these mediums versus the hards.
yeah,
But I don't think he's going to have enough. Let's see. He might. I don't think he's going to catch John though. John's fuel saving helped him a tremendous bit.
ooh, but Jean just got a 0.5 second penalty. But he should be far enough ahead to be able to burn it.
He should.
Just
and,
before the line.
Travis just 0.8. So just outside the slipstream. He had this in the bag, but John just took it away with his fuel saving.
Yeah, great
Not
strat from
fighting
him.
ahead the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, great strategy.
I still think Travis should have pitted a lap earlier,
I agree with you now.
although he's 8 tenths up on the fastest lap, so he's pushing right now. But
Just
I
didn't
think
have
it's
enough.
just a little too late, yeah.
And he just got a penalty.
yeah. Jean burning his penalty quickly. Mikhail right on his ass. It's a drag race.
Alright, little bomb draft. Superb finishing. Superb finishing. What a race.
Great finish.
2.7 seconds between the top four. What a race. What a race. Absolutely beautiful.
Damn, well done, Jean,
Absolutely
man.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done, Jonas.
We didn't notice how much fuel he saved in that previous stint, but it was massive. Unless he completely filled up his tank on his first pit stop, and the other guys didn't.
Very, very, very interesting. I think the guys thoroughly enjoyed it. What are your thoughts on this, bud?
Yeah, 100%, man. It was a really very, very tight race. I think the most impressive, actually, apart from Jean, of course, was Mikhail. He managed to pick up pace really quickly there in the end. But yeah, J-Dub just used way too much fuel. And I don't know if it's the car, but yeah. Again, with Travis, I think he could have done a lot better if he just put it on his medium sooner.
I also think he made one or two mistakes on his outlap with his new mediums.
Yeah, sure, but yeah, he should have, I think, put it a bit earlier. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I think he lost way too much time battling with J-Dub and Jean on that second stint of hards.
Yeah, ek stem saam. Definitely agree with that. Goeie to the Afrikaans there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Guys, awesome. Just what a race. That was definitely one for the books. Superb. That's what racing is about. So, phenomenal, phenomenal. Only 0.5 in it. So, what a race. I think it was phenomenal. And, yeah, awesome stuff, guys. So, we will be working on the semi-finals and the finals. And that's going to be perfect. So, I think it's perfect, man. I love the race. You see somebody saying, yeah, you unghosted just as I was about to overtake. Shucks, so that's slightly unfortunate. But Mikhail and DMR don't have any issues with that. They've been driving together in the GTSSA Nations League. So, massive, massive, massive races. Ruan, what were your thoughts? What do you want to finishing thoughts with regards to this?
Yeah, no, like I said, it was a good race. Yeah, unlucky for some of the guys. I think, although Travis did well, I think he lost the race for himself just by his pit strategy, because he was really quick. I just think too much time lost battling Jean and J-Dub.
Also, another person who realized, I believe, almost too late, that don't try and battle, just try and jump people in the pits, because to be half a second faster than someone on this lap is not going to work. They'll just catch it up on the straights anyway. So John was definitely on the second half, on the latter of the race, realized start using your mind, start using your head. Fuel saved a ton. He had like 18 units more fuel, and that cost him a 2.5 second, 3 second jump, and it was all done there for him. He even had enough time to burn the penalty, guys. So remember, everything's not about the fastest laps, but sometimes superb racing. I think J-Dub and him would have been closer if J-Dub didn't hit the pit wall, unfortunately, having some Dino issues.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching Chatbox Cup. Remember to tune in next week, Monday. We'll be having the semi-finals, and then the week after that we'll be having the finals. I will give some more details out from that after myself and Ruan have decided what the race start will be. We already have an idea, and yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Ruan, as always, my brother, thanks for running and hosting the show and doing everything in the background while you're doing this. Stunner, bro. Much love.
Pleasure, bro. Well, yeah, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel,
and click the bell icon.
Yeah, like we said, from next season of GDSSA we'll be probably streaming all the Pool 1 races, so yeah, look out for that as well. Cool guys, enjoy. Dino, good chatting to you again.
You too, guys, have yourself a good one.
Until next week then. Cheers.
Goodbye.